Hi, welcome to your home school. This is our next session in your SSLC first chapter Arithmetic Progression 1.3. This is at the end of your session. One more session we are going to complete this chapter. Okay, we have ended up to 14 problems in last session. Now we are going to start 15th problem. See, a problem seems to be lengthy, but it is very easy when we understand. Okay, first try to understand the problem. Okay, so let's see here. A contract on construction job. Okay, what is the contract here? Specifies a penalty of delay for delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows. Okay, suppose some work has given for you. Okay, that work in time we need to complete. If not completed in time, what happens? We have to pay the penalty. Same manner, contractor, he had got some work to complete in time. If he had not completed, every day penalty will be there. Okay, that is the first line. So how will be the penalty? As follows, rupees 200 for the first day. Okay, so suppose within 10 days he had to complete. If we are not completed, on the 11th day, 200 rupees penalty he used to pay. And the next day, what happened? First day 200, next day rupees 250 for the second day. Means what is happening here? The work should be completed. Just I am estimating 10 days, right? Suppose 10 days he is not able to complete the work. 11th day he will be paying how much amount here? 200 rupees. 12th day 250 rupees. 13th day 300 rupees. I think you can see something here. Every day first day penalty is 200. But for the next day, every day 50 rupees is increased. What is the constant number increasing for every term? We call it as a common difference. Okay, children. So now, just understand the problem with the 10 days, but they did not give you how many days. Okay. For the third day, 300, etc. The penalty for each succeeding day being rupees 50 more than for the preceding day. Preceding day, the succeeding day is more than 50 from the preceding day. How much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days? Okay, so some number of days he has to complete. The total number of days, how many days he has to complete, not needed for us. But penalty, how many days he has to pay, children? 30 days penalty he has to pay. So first, let's start our problem like this. Okay, for the first day, okay, look here, first day, he has to pay a penalty. First day, how much penalty he has to pay, children, here? Rupees 200. Let this be A1. Okay. If he had not completed, then second day, how much he has to pay as a penalty? Second day, let it be A2. How much here? Rupees 250. That's all, no? And for the third day, so now, third day, he has to pay how much amount penalty here? 300 rupees and so on. Okay, up to how many days? Up to 830. Why 830, children? 30 days he has delayed the work, so he will be paying the penalty for 30 days. So let's write this in sequence order. So now, how do you write? A1, A2, A3, you'll write, no? Same manner. 200, 250, 300, so on up to, okay, A1, A2, A3, up to A30. Okay, we don't know the value of A30. Okay, how much amount we don't know. But look here, Once again, you just confirm here. The question asked is not 30th day. They asked for 30 days total amount of penalty what you are going to pay. So 30 days means what we are going to do, children, here? Instead of comma, we have to put here plus sign. We have to add up all days penalty, that is the sum of 30 days penalty, total amount he has to pay is your problem. Okay, so now if you want, you can take directly a SN formula. You can take. What is that SN, children? SN is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Oh, forgot. Before this, what we need to do? A and D. So let me do here. A1 is equal to A is equal to 200. What is your common difference, children? A2 minus A1. That is 250 minus 200. It will be 50 rupees. So this word where we have seen here, look here. Each succeeding term being 50 more than the preceding day. Preceding day 200 and succeeding day 50 more means what? 200 plus 50 will be 250. Okay, I hope you all have understood the problem now. Okay, let's apply in the formula. What's your formula? Already we have seen n value is how much, children? 30 days penalty he has to pay. So S30 is equal to n value is 30 by 2 into 2a 2 into 200 plus 30 minus 1 n minus 1 into d. No, d is how much here? 50. That will be 2 1s, 2 5s, 15 into 200 2s are 400 plus 30 minus 1 is how much? 29 into 50. So here we do wrong only in the multiplications or additions here, children. So be careful. So how to multiply easily here? 0 you take as it is. 9 5s are. 9 5s are how much? 45. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 4, 14. Okay. So 1450. Add this, children. 1450 plus 400. 4 plus 4 will be 8. So 1850. Okay. So again we need to multiply these two. Multiplications always do carefully. Let me do here calculation. 1850 into 15. Quickly let's do here. 5 zeros are 0. 5 5s are 25. 5 8s are 40 plus 2 will be 42. 5 1s are 5 plus 4 will be 9. So now 1851s are 1850. 0, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 8 plus 9, it will be 7, and here 1. So finally, how much it is? 27,750. So this is your answer. So finally, what is this, children? You need to end up your problem with the statement. What statement you have to write here? Therefore, the contractor, due to his delay of his work for 30 days, he is going to pay a penalty of 27,750 rupees. So total amount, he delayed for 30 days, right? So how much penalty is going to pay now? 27,750 rupees. Okay, is this clear, everybody? So look here, children, 16th problem. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding price, find the value. What is this, children? Here there is some amount. What is the amount here? 700 rupees. 700 rupees is to be given for 7 children for their academic performance. So what is the total amount here? 700 rupees. Okay, 700 rupees to be distributed for 7 prizes. So what is the 700 here? It is sum of 7 prizes amount is S7. So look here, I've already written this problem here. So how do you write here? First prize we don't know. Okay, what is the first prize? We don't know. But something given here. Each prize is 20 less than its preceding price. Okay, let me say a small example here. Suppose 50 rupees is first price. Let us assume. So what will be the next price? 20 less than the before price. So 50 minus 20 will be 30. And the next price will be 30 minus 20. See here, continuously a fixed number is subtracted. So what is this fixed number? We call it as a common difference. Okay, so every price 20 rupees is reduced. So look here. So here when it is reduced for the succeeding term, what we have to take here? D value is minus 20. Okay, come on. 7 prizes. I write it with A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. So we know Sn we know and D value we know. Can't we find A value? Let's start here. D is equal to minus 20. S7 is equal to 700. N is equal to 7. How many prizes, children? 7 prizes, no? So S is 7. N is equal to 7. Sn formula N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. So S7 is equal to N value substitute here. 7 by 2 into 2A plus 7 minus 1 into D value is minus 20. Whenever you have a D value negative, don't forget to take brackets here. Minus 20. So now, what we are going to do here? S7 value is 700. Okay, 7 by 2 into 2A plus 7 minus 1, 6 into minus 20. Look here, 7 ones are 700. Sir, I have cancelled. Now, take this denominator to other side, it will become multiple. 100 twos are 200. 200 is equal to 2A plus into minus, minus 620 is 120. So finally, this 120, bring this side, it will be added. 200 plus 120 will be 200 and 320. That will be equal to 2A. 2A is equal to 320. A is equal to 320 by 2. That will be 160. So now what you got, children? You got your A value is 160. Okay. A means first prize. What will be the second prize here? 20 reduced, right? 160 minus 20 will be 140. Next price, again 20 reduce, 120. Again 20 reduce, 100. Again 80. Again 60. 60 minus 20 will be 40. So these are the 7 prizes. Okay, try to understand carefully here, children. And again, so how to write that one? First prize. A1 is equal to A is equal to 60 rupees, 160 we got. Then coming to your second prize. What is the difference between second prize? 20 rupees is reduced, right? So what do I do here? First prize minus 20. 160 minus 20 will be 140. Again coming to third prize. Before price reduce 20. Before price is second price. A2 minus 20. 140 minus 20 will be rupees 120. Similarly, fourth price 100, fifth price 80, sixth price 60, seventh price 40. So finally, sum of all these prices is equal to rupees 700. Look here, children. This one can be done in another way. What is another way? We know the general form, right? What is the general form here? First term A, second term A plus D, third term A plus 2D, fourth term A plus 3D. Like this. You can, instead of this, you can go with the general form also. What's your A value after this? You need to choice yes. Okay, A 160. 160 plus of minus 20. That will be 160 minus 20 will be 140. Again here 160 plus 2 into minus 20. Like this you can proceed. Either of the methods you can choose, children. Okay, I hope this problem is clear. We are going to do now next problem. Look here, 17th problem seems to be very big, but it is very tiny problem. Look here, I have written on this big board, 5 lines I have written this problem. Let's go on with this problem. What is this problem? In a school, okay, students thought of planting trees. Yes, almost you children also do, no? You also, I think you are also planting some trees. Some children are ready to plant trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. Okay, why do we plant trees? To reduce air pollution. Okay, it was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class. So what is this line here? What does it indicate? So some school children are planning to plant some trees. Okay, why they want to plant? They want to reduce the air pollution in the school campus. So what they thought here, how to plant the trees. So here each section, each class will plant with the same as they are in the class. Suppose, okay, let's see here, example, a section of class 1 will plant 1 tree. A section of class 2 will plant 2 trees, and so on till class 12th. So how many classes are there here? Class 1 to class 12. There are 3 sections of each class. See here, up to here if we read, we feel that first class 1 plant, second 2 plants, third class 3 plants, like this we decide. But no, still something there here. There are 3 sections for each class. Okay, is this clear, children? Here each section is not only one room. Again it is classified into 3 subsections. So here let me see here, class 1. Okay, how many plants they need to plant? Class 1 no 1 plant. But how many sections are there here? There are 3 sections. Suppose A, B, C sections. A will plant 1 plant, B section will plant 1 plant, C section 1 plant. So total how many here, children? 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 3. Okay, just understand here. Okay, so now class 1, each section planting 1 tree, total 3 plants they are going to plant for the class 1 section. Class 1, there are 3 sections, right? So coming to your second class or second standard, how many plants they have to plant each? Again there are also 3 sections. Okay, second class, A section will plant 2 trees, B section will plant 2 trees, C section 2 trees. Total how many here, children? 6. Okay, like this you can imagine how many classes are there here. There are 12 classes. Okay, again each will be having 3 sections. 12, 12, 12. That will be 36. Okay, in middle there are many sections here. So total, what is your question? How many trees will be planted by the students? So what is the total number of plants they are going to plant? So here, what is the number, children? There are how many classes here? 12 classes. Okay, forget about the section. Okay, how many classes we have here? 12 classes, right? So let's write here. You can write here, first class 1 into 3. 3 only, no? Second class 2 into 3. Third class 3 into 3. Fourth class 4 into 3, so on. 12th class 12 into 3. Okay, this is your sequence, right? So let's multiply and write here. At least we need minimum 3 terms to find A and D in order to find sum of the number of trees. 3. Let me add up here, children. We have to add, right? So we can put here plus sign. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, so on up to what is 12 3s are 36. So let's write the term number A1, A2, A3, A4, so on up to A12. Okay, how many are there here? 12 classes, right? So now, sum of 12 terms I need. So before finding this, let's calculate the A is equal to A1 is equal to 3. D is equal to A2 minus A1, that is 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Okay, now look here, first term and last term known. Direct formula you can select. Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. That is S12 is equal to 12 by 2 into, what's your A value here? 3, and L is nothing but last term An. That is 36. Okay, 12 by 2 will be 6. 36 plus 3 will be 39. Okay, so now calculate here. 6 9s are 54. Okay, 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 5, it will be 23. Therefore 234 trees are planted here. Total number of trees, how many they are planted here? There are 234 trees are planted by the school children in order to reduce air pollution. Okay, is this clear? Okay, I hope it is understood, children. With this, we are going to end today's session. Thank you, children. Please subscribe.